Welcome to this week's new Tuesday show. We've changed it about a bit. Leeds House. We've got James with us who missed out on Sunday. We're going to talk about James's opinion on Leicester and a few other bits of cack in between. Go back to some old school rootsy cack. Is that all right for everyone? Of course it fucking is. James, you're all right, mate?
I am now, mate. Sorry about Sunday. I was getting set up and just fucking fell into another dimension. So
That's cool.
I was there for about 50 years, but it was about a minute. I was late. So sorry about that.
That's cool.
I'm back there.
Yeah. Well, James, you missed an eventful one. It's been quite popular, our latest episode. I'm sure it would have been more popular if you were there. But yeah, let's do this. Let's talk about
less popular.
James, it could be less popular. What I will do is I'll let you crack on, mate, and you just talk about what you thought about Leicester for a bit. We're going to make this a little bit shorter than usual because it's a midweek one. We've all got bits and bobs to do. So yeah, James, crack on, mate.
So Leicester was a game that happened on the Friday night that we won. We won. It was convincing in a understated way, if you know what I mean. I think we were comfortable for most of the game. I think we controlled them very well. They talked about having the ball and doing that passing shit, and I always said, let them do it, and it's exactly what they did. They passed it around and they passed it, but they didn't really pass it anywhere. I thought first half they looked a little bit dangerous on the wings, but we were snuffing everything out that was coming into the box, bar that boomer that hit the crossbar. But I thought second half, even when they were giving to the wingers, I thought Somerville and James were back helping out and snuffing the wingers out. And the guy that did Byram, what's his name?
Fatawu.
Yeah, that one.
It's good, he is, though. Do you think he was quite a good player?
Yeah, they're good. They're good wingers. They are good wingers.
Yeah.
But he seemed to he'd get the ball, and then he'd just whack it over to the other winger, and it just kept happening. But yeah, I mean,
I want to talk to you about that because I thought this as well. I thought they were going to go ham at Byram. We didn't mention this on Sunday, so this is something different. I thought they'd go ham at Byram, and you were right. They kept switching it, didn't they, to Mavadidi to go at Gray. It was a really strange tactic they were playing there, and obviously it didn't work. So
yeah, I think because he was on the yellow card, and even if he weren't on the yellow card, I think Gray and Byram were getting exposed a little bit in that first half, and I reckon that Fat got hold of James and Somerville and said, you need to be back helping them out. And it's exactly what they did. Second half, they were brilliant, both James and Somerville, with their defensive work and helping out the fullbacks. It's like it was a really good game to watch, and I really liked what we were doing. I thought Perot was quiet, but in the moments that he got the ball, he was linking well, and he has got a bit of pace about him.
Yeah, I noticed that. Yeah, I did.
I was a bit, okay, where did that come from? But yeah, fucking 93rd minute, was it? 93rd minute, first shot on target.
It's good, isn't it?
Top of the league, they were blowing teams away.
Well, they are. They're still out, yeah.
Attacking prowess of whoever, but yeah, we were just really, really, really effective in the whole match.
Yeah, it was a good advert for Championship football. Again, we mentioned this the other day, but I mean, James weren't here, so we're going to obviously talk about because his insights are very, very key to this podcast. So, it was a really, really good game. So I keep saying really, really good, and I keep getting pointed out by people. It was a great game for Championship football, wasn't it? To watch.
Can be a catchphrase.
It is my catchphrase.
Really, really good, Kev.
Yeah.
I'm very good, Davis. Really good, Kev. Mara, you talked about him. I thought he was fucking outstanding.
Mm-hmm.
I thought there was one part where Vardy come deep to turn and run, and he just sort of ushered him off the ball, bowled the ball away. I was like, oh, that was naughty. It was really, really, really good performance from him. Ampadu was just...
Now you're doing it. You're going really, really good now. What have I done to you?
It's in my head now.
Oh, no, I'm sorry.
But Ampadu, brilliant again. He's becoming a player where he's always amazing.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep saying it now.
You are.
But really good, really good, really good. Really, I'll get it all out now. Really good. I thought attacking wise, we did get a lot of shots off on target, but they weren't great shots.
Yeah.
There
was a couple from Rutter, wasn't there, where they were just like, flare. It's like, just there was no power in them or anything like that. He didn't have the balance to get there. But yeah, you can see we had quite a few shots on target.
Yeah,
Byram's header for the goal was all there. We did test them, and we gave them a proper good run for their money. It just makes me think now, if we didn't have all the rat bags in August, where would we be now? You know.
Yeah, the thing is, right, before the season started, I think me and you both talked about the position that we were in.
Yeah.
But I think, I know definitely me, I was, and I think you was as well, still very confident that once we were up and running, we'd be where we are and we'd fly.
We did.
Obviously, none of us.
Yeah, we said that, didn't we, when we had our episode called Trust the Process? I remember that we called, talking about how it was going to come good. I mean, even look at the West Brom game. That keeper, he had like the game of his life as well, didn't he? So Birmingham was just like the anomaly really there from the start, and then we should have beat Cardiff and all of those games at the start of the season. But everyone seems to have blew the cobwebs off now. Byram, Southampton, and Stoke. What did you think about obviously Strauch and Roden then, James? Because I know we touched on it, but you're an attacking player. You played like in attacking whole lot. What did you, if you come up against that defence that was as strong as that, what would you be doing against them? Nothing.
They wouldn't touch me, would they, mate?
Yeah, something like that.
They wouldn't. No, but off them two that positionally they're fantastic. They're getting in, when the balls are coming in the box, they're speaking to each other. There's a bit of cohesion between the two of them, and I think that's what we've had missing for a long time.
We mean people to speak to each other.
Yeah, two solid centre backs that know what the fuck they're doing and trust each other as well. There doesn't seem to be any sort of like, oh, who's going? Are you going? Or am I going? Like that's been going on with us for a while. Happened. Cooper comes in, and I don't mean to shit on Cooper and that, but there's a little bit of indecisiveness when he comes on about whether he's going to go, whether he's going to stay. But these two, they seem to know their roles and they know their jobs, and it's what a clean sheet against Leicester. I mean, and I'll put that down to them two primarily, but obviously Kamara and Padu, fantastic, and defending from the front as well. Yeah, we're good at that as well. Defending from the front.
Well, Rutter, he ran himself into the ground, didn't he? He had no energy towards the end of that game, and then we brought on I thought there was a final nail in the coffin for Leicester. And we brought on Big Paddy B, but he just didn't get his goal, did he? He normally would have, but no, not today.
Yeah, he's so prolific that Paddy B. We're expecting a hat trick when he come on. To be fair, a bit disappointed.
I've got a question for you. I've got a question for you actually, because I didn't get this across to Danny on Sunday. When Byram got yellow carded, were you thinking bring him on, or will you leave Byram on for the rest of the game? What was going through your head if he was going to bring him on from the bench? We all know who we're talking about here. For who don't, it's our
Phillips. I don't know. I think if it was anybody else, and it wasn't his first game back from injury, then maybe. But because of the game that it was against Leicester, and he hadn't played any minutes this season, as I say, just back from injury, it could have sort of derailed the defence a little bit. I think Byram's old enough and wise enough to know, like, if he's got a yellow card, just chill out a bit.
Well, he is the Farke's quintessential player, isn't he? He's brought him across from Norwich. He said to Pragmarate and everybody like that, if Sam Byram stays fit, he's better than any other left back in the league. And do you know what? Yeah. He's been brilliant, hasn't he?
Yeah.
If you we were talking about like the signings that have been brought in here, people are talking about like Ampadu and all these guys, but the fact that we paid nothing for Sam Byram is like could end up with like top end player of the season there for the Leeds team. And we got him for nothing. He's probably on a not a very good wage either because of his injury record, and he's playing every game.
So, and the thing is as well, you do bring him off, then we don't score.
Yeah.
Because he makes the goal.
Yeah.
He makes that run. And he's good in the air. He's good.
Really
He's
good.
a threat from
really, really good. This is the name of this episode now. It's going to be called Leeds Are Really, Really Good, yeah? Is that all right? That's what we'll call it. It's not... Okay, that's good. That's a good one. But yeah, he's in the opposition box. He's brilliant.
Yeah, he is. He is. He like. I'm actually surprised that he is playing as well as he is. I knew that he was good when he was with us before, and I said to you, I'd hope that we'd have a similar sort of player, and he maybe he's exceeding it a little bit because of the team that he's playing in the team that are pushing for promotion.
And he's getting forward though all the time.
Yeah,
and he gets behind them as well. You notice how much he gets beyond the defence and seems to beat his man too. So it's fantastic. I weren't expecting this when we signed him. I thought he'd be like understudy, you know, there just if the shit hits the fan or something like that.
Yeah,
he's been one of the best players, the top 5 easy.
Other than Ampadu, like is the signing is the best signing.
Mm-hmm.
He's even good on the ball. Like when he's got the ball at his feet, he doesn't make any stupid decisions. Like he'll make the right passes, and if he has to do a little bit of skill to take the piss out of somebody, he'll do it. So like on the whole, mate, I can't fault anybody from Friday night. They were all really good. I wouldn't say they played amazing individually, but as a team, as a unit, as a cohesive unit, they did their jobs. They snuffed out Leicester, and we look more threatening going forward as well.
I agree.
So absolutely happy with that. Now we'll just go to Plymouth and get bammed.
Oh no, yeah, I saw someone put on Twitter earlier. This is a Wigan sort of game. Remember from the Bielsa season? This is that sort of thing. I think it was Lord Ash that put it on there actually, and he's put on there that could be one of those banana skins Wigan sort of games this weekend. I hope it isn't, because I could do with not enough this weekend. It would be good.
I don't think it will be. I think we are always going to be Leeds, and we will get into them moments of sticky situations because it's us. But I think we've sort of evolved a little bit as a club. I know it's only yeah.
Rotherham have just scored against Ipswich. So this is what time we're watching this. Oh, it's 9 minutes gone past, and I don't know, it's 15 minutes in that game, and I've just checked the score, and Rotherham are beating Ipswich.
So this episode is really, really good now.
It's really, really good. It's Rotherhamly good. You know what I mean?
But yeah, mate, as I was saying, there seems to be a bit of an evolution in us, and it's happening outside the club. It's transcending onto the pitch. I think Fark's incredible manager, knows what he's doing, and I think people just need to let him do what he's doing.
Do you think he's got? Think he's got something in him though, like obviously with Southampton, you see with Stoke, but we saw that with Bielsa as well, didn't we? Where like we'd go on a nice run of games and then we'd lose to someone absolutely terrible.
Yeah, it's football, ain't it?
Yeah. Now look at Leicester, they lost to us. Yeah. They were about to win 10 matches in a row, and then we come to town.
And Hull's beat them, so it's us and Hull that beat them.
Yeah.
Did Hull beat him at their ground as well?
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure about that, but yeah. So no one's impenetrable. But I think that we could be.
Another thing, I didn't even realise this. Sorry to bring it up and put you in there. Right. Do you know Leicester and Ipswich haven't played each other yet?
Have they not?
No, they're not. They've still got to play each other twice.
Well, there you go.
I did not know this. I did not know that. I thought they've already played, but yeah, they've still got to play each other, and then both of them two have got to come to Ellen Road.
Exactly. So that's like,
yeah, it's just
give us a championship now.
They might as well just give it to us now, yeah. So the doomsayers and the doom and gloom people, you don't really need to be that much. I mean, if we're in third or fourth, come 40 games, that's when I'd be like, oh. But
we're still playoffs.
Yeah, no, Dad, I don't want to be. I can't do playoffs again.
We'll just go up through playoffs this year. If we get into the playoffs this year, I'm going to say this now. If we're in the playoffs this year, we'll go up through the playoffs.
Who do we play in the playoffs?
I think by the time we come to the playoffs, I think we will be a season into this team. We've got better players than we've had for a long time. Who do we beat in the playoffs?
It's going to be Southampton, I know.
Everyone. No, I don't think Ipswich are going to go up. I don't think they'll go automatically. I don't think they'll.
I think we're going to finish second. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I think we're going to finish second. I really do. Do you know what?
I'm still optimistic about the top, but go on, yeah.
Because we're really, really good.
But I'll tell you what, mate.
Yeah.
Even if you go back to some of our episodes that we're talking about last season, we were still in last season, man. We were really, really bad.
Yeah.
We were still talking about this summer. The 49ers taking over will be a different club, and we can only see like a bright future. And it's sort of telling that that's what's happening. It looks like that's the way it's going, mate.
Yeah.
Meslier.
Should we talk about a little bit about Meslier a little bit?
I'm just going to say £50 million there, mate.
You did say he was worth 50 million, didn't you? When did you say that? It's not a season.
I think I think it might have been pre-season because we were talking about selling players and
yeah,
I think I was like, 50 million for him.
Yeah, I got a text message.
And maybe I was talking.
We got a text message off someone who listens to the podcast saying your mate said 50 million from Meslier. Yeah. But
maybe it's a bit premature to say that, but I think he definitely will be. He definitely will be at some point.
Yeah. You see, okay, I'm gonna go to a little bit of a rumor that's going around at the moment here, because you see those things about Crysencio Somerville. Leeds were looking for 25 mil for him. We were offered around that in the summer.
Yeah.
He said no, and now we're going to sell him for the same for that price when he's just hit the form of his career and we're booming up Championship. No,
it's just unsettling news. That's all it is for.
It's the same with the Gnonto thing. I don't even believe the Gnonto thing. I honestly do not believe the Gnonto thing. Gnonto,
I don't know about it.
Yeah, Gnonto,
little bastard he is.
Yeah. Gnonto wants to leave Leeds because he's not starting Championship matches. He's fucking injured. He's only been back for 3 games, and he's just not looked himself. Obviously, when we scored, he's jumping on the pitch and that.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to tell, isn't it? You're only ever going to know until it happens. So, but people need to talk about shit, don't they? People need to have something to say. Gnonto, and just because of what's happened in the summer.
Yeah, there's always going to be rumours surrounding him, isn't there? There's always going to be something.
Yeah, there will.
And I'd rather sell him than Somerville now. I remember the start of the year when I was like, oh, I'd sacrifice Somerville. I said this, didn't I? Instead of Gnonto and Citizen's there, and he's been the best one out of more.
Yes.
So
I'll
hold my hands up and say I got that one wrong.
But it's not to say that Gnonto hasn't got ability.
Gnonto's got a big part to play. I think he has got a big part to play. And you know how I feel about Willy. I like the way he plays football.
You do love Willy, to be fair.
And look at the goals he scored last year as well. But I looked at his record. We're all talking about it like he was going to be the next big thing in that. And he scored 2 league goals, didn't he? Something like that.
Yeah. He scored 2 against Cardiff, didn't he?
He scored 2 against Cardiff, yeah. One of them was all right, though.
I think it was just his impact in games, because he's sort of like the state of the team that was last season, and when he come on, it sort of give you a better lift.
Well, Bournemouth, Bournemouth is the one that sticks in my eyes as well, and
Liverpool as well.
Yeah, those ones. They're the ones. And Man United, he was really good against Man United, wasn't he too? So those sort of games, there is something there, but he's just obviously he's had the start. Then he's been injured on international duty. He's still got 31 league games left to go.
I know. The thing about him last season, he used to dip in and out of games.
Yeah. So
he'd have his spell where he'd look like he was a world beater, and then he'd just disappear for like 20 minutes, 25 minutes, and then he'd
get a card. Argue with someone on the side. Yeah, there's a bit of a petulant child in there somewhere as well.
Yeah. And he's got a bit of a knobhead of an agent as well. Yeah. So it might not. It might be his agent peddling all this stuff out.
I think it is.
Just to get him out of there, or get him out of the Championship, I guess.
They want a bit of cash.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's what it is. He's a cash cow, Tom, isn't he?
Yeah.
And he will be, because he's a bloody good player. Yeah. He's just a little prick.
Yeah. No. Well, at the end of the day, it's not going to be the end of the world. I thought if you sold him in the summer and we didn't have all these players, all these other players on form, I thought it would have been the end of the world, like you say. But things are different now, and that money could be invested quite wisely. And
it will be, yeah.
Especially with the recruitment team that we've got behind the scenes. That obviously look at the money that we spent. Tyler Adams was fucking out till March, April, and with half of that money we've brought in Kamara and Ampadu. So yeah, if you don't want to be here,
Gruev, how much was Gruev?
about $5 million.
We've got 3 midfielders there for a broken Tyler Adams.
Yeah.
And I'd still rather have Gruev than him. And he's barely played.
We did all right the other night. We mentioned him, but I know what you're like with your tackles and that. Gruev was playing like a number 10, but in a weird snapping people pressing number 10 way, weren't he? He was just like sat behind Patrick Bamford, just whacking everyone.
He did do a fucking amazing tackle.
Yeah.
But it was, I don't know who it was. He was tracking him back and he just come from behind him and swooped the ball out to the wing. Really good tackle. Yeah. Like I said, there's no duds apart from Darlow, but there's no duds that we've bought.
But Darlow isn't a dud based on one match that he's played, But he's probably there going, "Hi, Melier. I'm coming." No, you're not, mate. Fucking Iceman jumps up top corner, saves stuff like that,
It's only because of the fact that he let fucking Gary Neville win against us. So I blame him for a shit penalty.
Oh, I forgot about the penalty saves. So he's chupping out his line and that as well.
Didn't they do that? And he went for his arm.
Yeah.
I'm sure he'll say one.
Yeah.
For us.
That's it.
But I'm massively. I mean, I'm not even thinking about what's going to happen at the end of the season. I'm just enjoying our sort of growth under the new ownership, under Farcar, this brand new team that's looking better and better every week. I told you we'd get quicker. I told you that we'd, our positional sense would get a lot stronger. We'd understand each other more, and it's like it's not taking so long for us to get out from the back now. It's like we're flipping it from one side to the next, but there's more emphasis of getting forward quicker, and it's happening. And then I thought against Leicester, we did that massive, really, really good of getting through them.
Really, really good. Excellent.
Really good, yeah. And they couldn't do it to us. Do you know what? I actually quite like the way Leicester played.
Mm-hmm.
I actually did. It was not. Then they played the ball on really nicely, but just couldn't match up to Leeds United, could they?
No, they couldn't, James.
No, they couldn't.
Right, I'm going to finish it here.
Wait there a minute. So,
okay,
Plymouth.
We're not going
to talk about.
We'll talk about Plymouth on Friday.
I want to talk about Plymouth now. They wear green.
Okay,
well, there you
green. Green on me. So the weird adverts that used to be up. Green on me.
Warnock could be down there. Oh, Stephen Warnock.
Yeah, he'll be down there. Right, yeah. So James, we're going to finish it here.
Yeah.
What have we got? What else we got going on this week on this up and coming rising star of a podcast?
We are joining our other partner, Danny Mountain.
Oh, stop name dropping him everywhere. He ain't gonna like that. The Free Pete King.
Yeah, gonna be a good show Friday, I reckon.
Yeah, good. We've got a surprise coming. Better get your butter beans out.
Surprise to pop up for you.
You better get your butter beans out.
And then obviously I will be joining Danny and Kev on the Sunday Club.
Yes, back to Sunday Club on Wednesday. So Sunday.
I'll be missing that. Vortex into the other dimension this week. So,
cool.
Good times ahead.
Good times ahead. So thank you for watching / listening, and we'll see you on Friday on Not Another Leeds podcast. Bye bye.
See you there, guys.
Bye.
After all this time. Always.